We're going to have a little look at Hallelujah, the stunning song by Leonard Cohen, covered by lots and lots and lots of people. I have a particular fondness for Jeff Buckley's cover, so do check that out. We are going to use this as a vehicle for looking at fingerpicking. So rather than strumming the chords, we're going to use the thumb, first, second and third digits, everything but that rascal, to get the notes down here. Yeah, so the first chord we need is a G major, and we're going to use our G major and push it down, just catching the low E string, and then we're going to use our first finger on the D string, second finger on the G string, third finger on the B string. So we're skipping over the A string. We're going to get that pattern. That's 6 notes in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll say the strings that I'm touching with each digit. So it's thumb, 1, 2, 3. It's E string, D string, G string, B string, G string, D string. That's now we've got 2 chords in each bar, and G major shares this bar with E minor. Now because E minor also has its root note on the low E string, you can get away with the same pattern. Thumb on the low E, first finger on the D, second finger on the G, third finger on the B. That's carried on a little bit there, got caught up in the moment. So that's thumb, followed by thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, then to E minor, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yep, skipping over the A string, we do the G to E minor twice. Then we go to a C. Now the C's lowest note, the root note's on the A string for a C major, isn't it, with the third finger there. So we get, now I'm going to play thumb on the A, first finger on the D, second finger on the G, third finger on the B, and then back to the second on the G and the first on the D. So I'm not skipping a string this time. Yep. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. You could skip the D string if you wanted to take in those treble strings. But I like on the C just kind of going for the middle 4 strings. After half a bar of C, we go to D, where we follow the same kind of rule of using the thumb for the lower string, which is the D, and then the first finger on the G, second finger on the B, third finger on the high E. So that's so I'll play the first 3 bars of the verse. It's G, E minor, G, E minor, C, D. That's then bar 4 is half a bar of G to D. You could make that D a D7, so you'd have G, D7. The first 4 bars. C, D, G, D7. Then when he sings, it goes like this, the 4th, the 5th, that's G, with the same pattern as before, and then the C to the D. So there's 3 chords in this bar. It's G, C, D. The C gets 3 notes, so thumb 1, 2, and the D gets thumb 1, 2. So the C we play A string, D string, G string, and the D string we play D string, G string, D string. Okay, that bar is a bit slower, is G. And then E minor for half a bar, skipping the A, C, the middle 4, and then D for half a bar, so D, G, B, G, B, G, D, G, B, G, B, G, and then we're going to play this delicious D sharp diminished 7. I think I've nicked that from Jeff Buckley's arrangement. So you play your D sharp diminished 7 is first finger on the first fret of the D, second finger on the first fret of the B, third finger on the second fret of the G, and the pinky on the second fret of the high E. And you just play D, G, B, E, G, B, and that takes us to E minor 7. So E minor. That was a little slip of the tongue there saying E minor 7, because you could turn all of these E minors into an E minor 7 by popping your third finger on the third fret of the B and your pinky on the third fret of the high E. That makes it easier to change from the G to the E minor or E minor 7 now, earlier in the song. That crops up a lot. So I might be tempted to go D, D sharp diminished 7, E minor 7 for a full bar. Let's play the whole verse. So just G and E minor twice to C, D, G, D7, G, C, D, E minor, C, D, D sharp diminished 7, E minor, or E minor 7. Then we're into the chorus, which is C for a full bar, E minor for a full bar, C for another full bar, half a bar of G, half a bar of D, half a bar of G, and then D. So on the C, where you're on it for a full bar at the start of the chorus, I'm just going A, D, G, B, G, D, A, B. Sorry, A, D, G, B, G, D. I'm just playing our pattern twice. Same on E minor, so you end up with 12 notes in each bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then E minor. C. Now we're gonna go half a bar of G, D, G, D7. Back to the top, G, E minor. Okay, there's some lovely things you can add. Once you've got those chord picking patterns with the thumb pushing down and the fingers coming in towards your palm, once you're kind of building up the muscle memory for that, you can start to think about adding the little bass line thing. So between the G and the E minor, we're going G, and you skip back down and you play the second fret of the low E with your first finger, so you get, so into E minor, and you put it in on the way back to G. That's a nice detail to add in. One thing Jeff Buckley does in the end of the verse, where he's got the D sharp half diminished to the E minor, he kind of adds this melody on top of the E minor, which is just on the top string, 3, 2, 0. So you get this D, D sharp diminished 7, E minor, into your C to start the chorus. Now, The verse to chorus goes around 3 times generally, so it's verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and you finish on the chorus. C, C, E minor, E minor, C, then you go to G, D7, C. You're just going to go round and round that on the Hallelujah part of the song. So, relatively straightforward chords. We've learned that new D sharp diminished 7 shape with the root note on the D string at the first fret of the D there, D sharp. That lovely kind of tense shape that kind of adds some nice tension into the E minor. The key thing with this song is getting that finger picking pattern. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. There's other ways you could play it, but that's the pattern I want you to get down, just to really bring these guys to life. 1, 2, and 3. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. I hope you enjoy it. It's a beautiful song. It's one of them that everybody knows, and finger picking is a kind of discipline and a skill that guitarists really benefit from developing. So get stuck into that. Get in touch if you've got any questions, and enjoy. See you soon.